Hello everyone, this is Mardiman641 here, and welcome to my prediction video of E3 2018. Alright, I decided to upload a prediction video because E3 is in a few days. I'm going to definitely do a reaction video to probably a big video that E3 is going to be releasing. But before it happens, I want to throw out my predictions out there, show you guys what I really like to see to happen in this year's E3. There's a lot of things I've been seeing, and there's a lot of fun things, a lot of cool, unique, everything above that I'd like to see come out of this year's E3. So, let's go ahead and get right into the predictions right now, so let's go. Alright, so let's talk about our current games that we do have, and let's talk about possible DLC. I'd like to talk about Splatoon 2. Because I've been fondly in love with this game. I've had a lot of competitive matches. I didn't play around with the story mode at all. And I heard that the DLC for it, Octo Expansion, is going to be coming out, although I think it was already out. I forgot what the release date was. It may be out now, it may be not. I'll be able to look, here. I'll put, like, I'll let you know if it's out or not by putting a subtitle on the screen right now, so I'll keep that in mind. But, every time we get a new patch, we get new weapons, new maps, new gear, and etc. But, I was hoping that we can get more. But you know what I'd really like to have? You know Splatfest is right. Splatfest is based around 3 different types of majority votes. Most importantly, the first one is based on popular vote, and the other 2 are based on who wins the most matches. And there's 2 categories. There's solo and there's team. But I feel like having team would pretty much leave out some solo players because they don't have 4 people. If you're going to play team, you need 4 people to play. And it's really rare that I even get 4 people to play with me. So I'm mostly in solos. So you know what they should do, guys? I feel like what they should incorporate is ranked game modes, which includes like tower, shell, rainmaker, all these ranked game modes, like the 4 ranked game modes that were in leagued and ranked, and put them as like a third vote type of thing. Like whoever wins the most game modes as that team will also probably get some votes on that. Because most of the Splatfests we keep having, the Splatfest is how it goes. Like, okay, so say for example you get to vote between ice cream or banana splits, and popular vote goes to ice cream, but who wins the most matches is banana split, and it applies for both solo and teams. Because, well, I guess, like, it's mostly about competitive and more like, instead of voting. But there's people that are much better at ranked game modes than Turf War. So I feel like that would be a good opportunity to, because people are good at more than killing people than filling on the map. And ranked game modes is all about killing people. And I feel like that could easily balance out the gameplay a little bit, so that way it's more even. Because having like a team turf war and a solo turf war, it's probably gonna go the same way because they're really good at the game. But yeah, I would highly suggest that game modes for Splatfest should be a thing. They should definitely be a thing, and it should be able to even the odds of the Splatfest. I just want to say that. Another thing I like to say is, alright, so next thing I want to talk about what we will be expecting. What we do know is going to be coming out is information on Smash for Switch. Smash 5. Oh man, I've been so excited for this. I'm definitely gonna get this game ASAP whenever it comes out, and I'll stream that on a SmackDown Thursday stream. And I don't know how many hours I'll put onto it. I'll figure that out. But let's talk about what we might be seeing in the announcements for that specific game. Because we all know that the Inklings are gonna be there. The Link is from Breath of the Wild, so he pretty much have his own unique moveset. And all of the other classic rosters definitely gonna be back. So let's talk about characters really quickly of what I believe may have a chance of getting into the game. I'm gonna give you guys 5 picks. Alright, so my first prediction is gonna be ARMS. ARMS is definitely the new Splatoon. They just recently showed it off in the Switch as a new franchise. And they might have a really good chance on it, considering that it's also a fighting game. And, I think also, they're probably only gonna add, like the Arm Boy, but they can also have alternate costumes using, like, the, Ribbon Girl. But, they can also have, like, they'll probably have 2 characters, such as, how about that, like, fist lady, where the fist comes from her hair or somewhat. That would be a really good. And also, Helix is also a really good character as well. And, let's see. My 4th character, I would guess, I'd like to see another Sonic character make its way into the game. We got Sonic, we got Shadow as an assist trophy, and we got Green Hill and Windy Hill from both, the classic Sonic and Lost World. And what do you think they'll probably put in next? I would like to say, I'd like to see Knuckles or Tails make its way into the game. Like, I enjoy playing as Tails on Super Smash Bros. 2. If you guys don't know about that, you should definitely check out on my streams, because I was thinking of streaming, Super Smash Bros. Tomorrow, because I'm gonna be uploading this on, I'm gonna be uploading this the moment Thursday starts, so technically, it's gonna be later tonight, as you're seeing this. But I would like to see, Tails and Knuckles be in the game, and I'd like to see, I believe most importantly Knuckles, because he is more of a fighter than anything. The 3rd character, I'd like to say, I would like to see another roster from the Donkey Kong series. We got Donkey Kong, we got Diddy Kong. What do you think needs to be in the game? I say Dixie Kong, Diddy Kong's girlfriend. And if she doesn't become in the game, at least make her an alternate costume for Diddy. But if you could get Dixie Kong in the game, that would be really good, because Dixie Kong is one of my favorite characters in Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. I love that game, and I love how she hovers around everywhere, and then I see how she picks up things with her tail. I like how she can even hang stuff to reach certain places of her tail. Like, for her, most importantly, her tail is what brings us good fighting moves for Dixie. And she could be really good with her tail, with anything. She'll even pick up items with her tail. She'll probably, like, that thing will probably be her recovery. And she'll probably do something, oh, and her final smash, you know, at the end, she rocks out her guitar. I bet there'll be, like, a Guitar Hero segment, because that's also really good. Sure, Diddy Kong did have a guitar as well, but what is his final smash? It's his jetpack. And Donkey Kong's final smash is his bongos, but... So, I mean, like, we'll probably have 2 instrument, final smashes, while one is definitely just hovering around the map and everything else. My 4th character prediction, I mean, I know we have Sonic characters, I know we have that, but I want to give the indie side of things a workout. And by the way, these next 2 characters are from the indie titles, but I want Lilac from Freedom Planet to make his way into Smash. Now, Freedom Planet 2 is definitely on development, and it's definitely probably almost there, and we'll talk more about that later in this video, actually, because I do want to talk a little bit about Freedom Planet, hoping it will be announced in this. But, I'm pretty sure Lilac can teach Sonic a thing or two. Because, like, I mean, like, let's see. Sonic, we know he has speed. We know he spin dashes. We know he has, like, sharp spines and everything else. But what does Lilac have? Well, she has a lot of different things. She can zoom, like, across a boat, like, in mid-air and everything else. She has more combat skills than anything. She can definitely do a Cyclone as a recovery, and her final smash will be the blue dragon that she was controlling, like, near the end of the game. That would definitely be her final smash. And I'd like to see also his other friends too, like Carol and Mila, Torque. They could definitely mix out the game as well. I'm pretty sure they have a good sparing chance of this, and could side along with Sonic. I'd like to see a battle between Lilac and Sonic to figure out who is the fastest being in the, like, around the Sonic universe. Although she's not part of the Sonic universe, but she's in a separate dimension from the Sonic universe, like Blazes. And my last character, it's not the top 5, so it's not my number 1 pick, but it's just one of the top 5 people I like to go for. But my last character I like to see is Shantae from Shantae, the Half Genie Hero. Honestly, starting at the beginning of this channel, when I started a poll of Banjo-Kazooie against Shantae, I always wanted to do something like this. Although I never played Shantae before, but I feel like it's interesting. I like the style of her art. I really like how she travels and everything else, and I feel like I want to do a Let's Play of that game soon. That would be pretty awesome. And her fighting styles with her tail, like I said with Dixie, she could do a lot with it. And she also has some dancing, and like, he has some, like, dancing movements, but he might not require using that unless it's a final smash, because I think, like, the dance type of thing would definitely be, like, something for, like, some sort of final smash or somewhat. But I like to use, like, her weaponry from Risky's Revenge. Wait, is that what the game is? I think that's what it is. I don't remember. It's the third game of the series. It's the game where I think it's Risky's Curse. That's what it's called. I think it's a curse game. I don't know. But she uses weapons. She uses guns. She uses cannons. She can use a lot of these type of things. That seems like a good moveset for her. That would be suitable for her for Smash. That would definitely be her style. I would like to have her do that. And, alright, and let's get out of the Smash Brothers type of thing, because I think I've spent around, like, 5 minutes talking about that, but then I'm gonna talk about 5 minutes of everything else. My next prediction, I would like to say, I really like to know if Freedom Planet 2 is finally gonna get announced. I've done a Let's Play of Freedom Planet 1, and, I had a lot of fun with that. And you know what still haven't happened yet? I haven't uploaded the bonus video of that yet. And it's been a while for me to get around to that. I don't know when I'm gonna finally upload it, but I'm thinking of getting it out soon. But, Freedom Planet 2, I would love to do a Let's Play of this game. I love Sonic parodies, and if they could pretty much announce that, that would be awesome. I am part of the Galaxy Trail Discord server, although I don't become active very much on there because, well, there's not that many updates. But, I'll check on the updates frequently. But, yeah, you get the idea. And, alright, I'm gonna do 2 more predictions, and then I'll have to end up this video. So, let's talk about our next prediction. This is Zelda related. We're gonna talk about something Zelda. Alright, so Breath of the Wild is definitely a fun, unique game, and the DLC incorporated with this, such as the Sword of Trials, the Master Mode, the Guardian Beast of, the Guardians of the Origin Tale, and driving that motorcycle around is definitely humongously fun. and getting all these alternate costumes, especially the Korok costume, which actually has a priority of itself, which, of course, is about, like, censoring where all the Korok seeds are. 900 Korok seeds! But only, like, around 400 or so are required to get every single upgrade. But if you're a completionist, you're gonna be dead by the time you collect 900 of them. And I really hope for this next Zelda game that's coming out, there will not be too much exploration. But, like I said, Hyrule Warriors Deluxe, that was first one on Wii U, and then the 3DS, and now being ported onto the Switch, is now a much bigger game, with all of these type of things all together. And again, this is also the time where completionists did a bet with Bill to complete the game within, like, 12 hours or so, on a train, all the way up to Nintendo, and if he fails, which he did, becomes Tingle. God dang it, Tingle. Tingle's one of my worst characters, to be honest, but I do incorporate what characters are associating with the series. But, anyways, back to the topic. I would like to have another Zelda, but, I want it to be more like another Ocarina of Time feel. You know, the first Zelda, like, Breath of the Wild is all about the first two Zelda games, which is the Legend of Zelda on the NES, there's no name, just The Legend of Zelda, which is mostly about exploring around, and, yeah, it's mostly open world, and no story restricted. And then The Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And it's more of a side-scroller, but it has RPG elements and everything. Like, Breath of the Wild is heavily based on just the first two Zelda games. But I want something more, like, I guess, like, A Link to the Past. Because A Link to the Past is also like Ocarina of Time, but A Link to the Past did it first, but Ocarina of Time did it better. Because Ocarina of Time is more 3D, they give you more freedom, they give you a lot of different side quests to do. There's a lot to do in this place. And when they did Twilight Princess, it became humongously bigger and more expansive. And, of course, which also makes Twilight Princess pretty much one of my favorites. Now, I'd like to have another game based on that, with more collectibles, more things to do, but also being sure I follow along the same strict path, and I also be limited on certain places where I can only go if I have an item. Also, in Breath of the Wild, all we have was, like, there was, like, around 100 shrines or so, and there's definitely more if you get the DLC. But there's also 4, or right now 5, actually no, 6, because Ganon's Castle. But there was like 5 actual dungeons, but they're mostly in a Divine Beast, and it's just not like the other Zelda games. But I did have fun in the 6th game, or the 6th dungeon. Of course, that will definitely be fun, and I would like to, yeah. But what I'm saying here is, I would like to have another classic Zelda game that does have pretty much a deeper story. I pretty much said this earlier in someone else's video, but I guess what was missing from Breath of the Wild is a dark story, which Ocarina of Time knocked it out of the park. I like to have a really dark and gritting story that actually ties in with more Zelda than anything else. And what did we get from Breath of the Wild? Let's see. All we know is that, alright, Link's Awakened. Alright, we just make it to our first destination, then we happen to notice that Ganon's taken over the world, and all we have to do is stop him. That's just very bland, and that's all we knew. There's nothing dark about it. I mean, like, if you're following around the actual everything else to, like, go through all four champions, yeah, you're definitely getting somewhat of a story, but nothing can top Ocarina of Time's. But yeah, if the next Zelda game would have something more Ocarina of Time-ish and, more strictly, I mean, like, I guess you can still have the open world aspect, but at least give us a reason to go that direction instead of like you get the idea. And one last prediction. I would love to see another 3D Sonic game. Alright, so we get a lot of past Sonic games, but mostly for the boost formula. And let's see. We got Sonic Generations. Well, first off, we got Sonic Unleashed, and then Colors, and then Generations. And then after Generations, they dropped the boost formula and go to Lost World, where it's more like the adventure titles, but it was also done poorly wrong. I think, like, they could do better when they're making the adventure series. Because, what do you think Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 did compared to pretty much Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic Lost World, you know, the games that don't have too much boost formula than anything. I feel like, and with the release of Sonic Mania, that give us, like, a feel for the 2D saga again, I feel like that would also mean that Sega is actually hiring new people. You know, unlike Nintendo, where someone makes a fan project of some game that makes it awesome. Like, for example, we have Pokemon, like, I think it was Platinum Gold? I forgot what the name was. But, that was Platinum Gold. It took the developer years to finish that, and then Nintendo took it down. Then we got Zelda Breath of the Wild NES style. I did a video on that. And then they took it down. And then we got, like, Metroid, like, AS2R. The developer took a lot of time on this, and then they took it down, but not only took it down, they make an actual remake of that. So, we got 3 versions of the game now. So, like, they pulled the plug on that project, and then, boom, there we go. But yeah, Nintendo's been taking down a lot of projects, but so far, as for, like, Sonic standards, I don't think they're taking down Sonic very much. Because, like, they were hiring Kristen Whitehead, Key Lopes, and a lot of independent developers to work on Sonic Mania. And it brought us home from a 2D era. Sonic Mania is my sanctuary. I really love the game. And especially when Sonic Mania Plus is going to be coming out next month, I would love to do a 12-hour live stream on that game and see if I can beat Encore mode. I'll probably replay the main game again, but everything else, I'll definitely have a 12-hour live stream whenever it comes out. And, but anyways, back to my previous subject, I would like you guys to say that I want another Sonic Adventure game again. Sonic Adventure free. I like a Sonic Adventure free. I mean, like, it was on the deal, but then, I mean, it was gonna be like Sonic 06, but after a lot of deadlines, it became crashing down to the burn, into the ashes of piles. But, okay, dinner's ready. I'm gonna have to go. I'll leave you at that, but I will say, guys, that's it for today's video. That's my prediction of everything, and I'd like to say, I hope these predictions do come true. I like another Sonic Adventure-esque type of game, where it's no longer like the boost formula, and it's not as shit like Lost World. But, yeah, if you're hiring new people, definitely give the Adventure series a shot. But yeah, anyways guys, that's my prediction video for tonight. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and until next time guys, Mardiman641 signing out, and whenever E3 releases a video of a list of things, depending on if it's late or if it's early, I'll either react to it live or post. Alright guys, Mardiman641 signing out, have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night guys!